Hi families, this recording is actually going to be for you guys. I kind of want to go over some of the materials that I sent home just so I can explain a little bit about what we're going to call these materials and what you will use them for. So to start, your child went home with something either that's exactly like this or similar. So we're going to call this the journal. So sometimes I might have them write a little response or draw a picture or write a sentence to something we've read. They might use this for poetry, for writing. I might give them some journal prompts and have them write. The lines are a little different than what we're used to, but I like that it's a lot of writing paper, so we're never going to run out. So don't worry about the lines as much, although we still really want them to start in the top left corner. We like to say top to bottom, left to right. That's the way we read and write. So kind of keeping with that, but again, not worrying so much about having to write teeny tiny in those lines. That might be a little bit difficult. So again, we are going to call this their journal. This is a Bossy R packet. There's going to be a couple videos that come out kind of going over what each sound is. So I might just say, choose a page to complete in the Bossy R packet. I did send home glue sticks. However, their scissors are still at school. So I'm not sure if you have scissors at home or something that you can use that can even tear it. That might be a disaster, but they could draw the picture or whatever next to it, or draw lines. They could too, to match the pictures of the sound. So for example, card, they're listening for the R. AR says R, so they would cut it out and glue it next to AR there. So I would probably not assign more than one of these a day, but that might be something that you would see in the lesson plan. So the Bossy R packet. And to explain to you guys what Bossy R, basically when there's a vowel before the R makes the vowel say something. And or, in this case, or, R, and So ask your child a fun little visual that we use for or and R. See if they remember what those are. Another thing that I'm going to assign for science and social studies at these Scholastic Muses. We have Scholastic and then we have weekly studies. I'm going to be using weekly studies for more social studies, and then Scholastic will be more science. So I might say, read a Scholastic. So you can read a Scholastic. Your child might need a little bit of help with this. Talk about pop out words. You could do the back page on that. So that's part of that. And then this is actually comes from the book here. In part of the Poetry for Writers Workshop, it says poetry packet. So it starts with this poem, and then under the assignment, it'll say looking at words and letters one day, they could do these tasks, playing with sounds one day, they could do that, and then beginning to read will be one day. So the assignment might say bake a cake, looking at words and letters, and this is just really for you. It kind of gives some directions about what to do. So we would do one of these a week. Our goal for this is to, again, it says sing to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but the first time we do this is really just about trying to read the words, and then we'd add a tune later, and then at the very end it should kind of sound like they're talking when they read it, and just trying to create that smooth voice, and they could even add emotions to it too to make it fun. So this comes from the poetry packet. And I'm trying to see what else I had in there. Just the bags of books. When I say private reading would be reading for 20 minutes, and it would be the books that are in the reading bag. So whichever books they have in there at their level. I did just update everybody's level, so the books might be a little bit more challenging. They might need a little bit of help with that. Just a little bit of guidance this first time around, and then they can continue to do a book report once a week as they've been doing, and fill out their reading log as well. The Number Corner book is another thing that they have as a resource. I don't have a copy of that with me, but I'll assign a certain page in there. This is a book that we have the whole year that goes along with each number corner that we do for each month. So if it doesn't fully make sense, don't stress over it too much. It's just a way to get them to do a little bit of practice on some of the skills that we've used all year. So it could be time, money, writing numbers, addition, subtraction, and so on. So it's really just to keep them fresh. So please don't stress if it's something that's confusing or frustrated for them. Feel free to stop at any point with any of this. If it ever becomes to the level of frustration, then it wouldn't be a good fit for a good task for them at that point. So use your best judgment and have fun. Let me know if you need anything.